Archangel Michael has a beautiful message for you. Someone's life has been changed forever because of you. There is a person who has been watching you. They have learned something powerful from the way you handle life. Your attitude taught them a lesson they needed more than anything. You have no idea this happened. You didn't try to teach anyone. You were just being yourself during your hardest moments. But Archangel Michael sees everything. He knows the impact you've made on this person's soul. This person shares a spiritual bond with you that goes deeper than you realize. They have been watching how you move through life, not in a strange way, but through divine connection. You've been through some very hard times, struggles that would break most people, pain that kept you awake at night, challenges that tested everything you believed about yourself. But something about the way you handled these moments caught their attention. Your attitude during the darkest times became their teacher. The way you responded to life showed them a different path. Archangel Michael has been watching this connection form between your souls. He sees how your strength during struggles gave them hope when they had none left. You became a living lesson without ever knowing it. Your authentic way of dealing with pain touched their heart in ways words never could. The lesson you taught this person changed the direction of their entire life. This is not a small thing. This is about survival and transformation. This person was standing at the edge of giving up completely. They had lost hope in everything. Their spirit was breaking under the weight of their own struggles. Then they saw you. They witnessed your attitude during your own battles. Something about how you carried yourself became a light in their darkness. Your way of handling pressure, pain, and setbacks showed them a new possibility. You proved that a different approach to life's challenges actually works. Archangel Michael wants you to understand the depth of what happened. This person needs you to know that you saved them. Not with advice or preaching, but simply by being who you are during your hardest moments. You are a spiritual teacher without even trying to be one. Like this video. Now to receive the full message about your divine impact. Archangel Michael says this person was drowning in their own pain before they noticed you. Every day felt impossible. They couldn't see any reason to keep trying. The weight of their problems crushed their spirit. They felt alone in their suffering. They thought no one understood what real struggle felt like. Hope seemed like something that existed only for other people. Then they saw how you handled your own challenges. Maybe they noticed your calm during chaos. Perhaps they saw your smile even when things were falling apart. They witnessed your determination to keep moving forward despite setbacks. Your attitude wasn't fake positivity or pretending problems don't exist. It was real strength. Honest acceptance mixed with quiet power. You acknowledged the pain but refused to let it define you. That specific combination hit them like lightning. They realized that suffering doesn't have to destroy a person. Challenges don't have to steal joy completely. Setbacks don't have to mean the end. Something shifted inside them in that moment. They started paying closer attention to everything you did. How you spoke about problems, how you treated yourself during failures, how you found reasons to keep going. Your example became their study guide for living. They began trying to apply your attitude to their own situation. Small changes at first, little adjustments in how they responded to stress, but those small changes started creating bigger transformations. The person they were becoming felt stronger, more capable, less afraid of what life might throw at them. They want you to know that you saved their life by showing them a better way to live. Type Amen now to open your heart to receive this message of divine impact, Archangel. Michael says the signs of your influence on this person are everywhere in their life now. They carry your lesson with them every single day. When problems appear, they pause and think about how you would handle it. They remember your calm strength, your ability to see past the immediate crisis to what really matters. They started changing how they respond to difficult people. Instead of reacting with anger or giving up, they choose patience. They remember watching you handle conflict with grace, even when you had every right to explode. Your attitude showed them that obstacles are not walls, but stepping stones. Every time they face something hard now, They see it through the lens you gave them. Challenges became opportunities to practice what you taught without words. Their relationships started healing. Family members noticed the change. Friends commented on their new energy. Co-workers saw a different person showing up each day. At work, they began taking on bigger challenges. Your example gave them courage to try things they once thought impossible. When setbacks happened, they didn't crumble like before. They adjusted and kept moving just like you do. Their health even improved because stress no longer controlled them. They learned from you that peace is a choice, not a circumstance. That attitude shift affected their body as much as their mind. This person now tells others about the lesson they learned. They don't always mention your name, but they share the wisdom you demonstrated. Your influence spreads through them to touch lives you'll never meet. Every day they wake up grateful for the example you set. Your attitude during your struggles became their foundation for building a better life. The gift you gave them keeps giving. If you wish to honor your divine role as a teacher, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering acknowledges the spiritual gift you carry and the lives you touch simply by being authentically yourself in this world. Type 777 now to receive full understanding of the divine teaching role you carry in this world. Archangel Michael reveals the specific lesson this person learned from your attitude. You taught them that strength doesn't mean never feeling pain. It means feeling everything and choosing to move forward anyway. You showed them that authenticity is more powerful than perfection. They watched you struggle openly, fail sometimes, and still maintain your dignity and hope. That honesty gave them permission to be human too. The deeper wisdom behind your behavior is this: life will always bring challenges, but our attitude determines whether those challenges destroy us or develop us. You live this truth every day without announcing it. This lesson applies to every human struggle: loss, betrayal, failure, disappointment, fear. Your approach works for all of it. You demonstrated a universal principle that transcends specific situations. The spiritual principle you unknowingly showed is that peace comes from within, not from circumstances. You proved that joy can coexist with struggle, that hope can survive in darkness. That purpose continues even when plans fall apart. Your authentic character made this lesson possible. You didn't perform for an audience. You weren't trying to impress anyone. You were simply being true to yourself during real difficulties. This authenticity is what made the lesson stick. People can sense when someone is faking strength, but they also recognize genuine resilience when they see it. You gave them the real thing. You didn't preach about positive thinking or give motivational speeches. You lived the lesson through your actions and attitudes. That's why it penetrated so deeply into their soul. Your consistency over time proved the lesson works. One good day wouldn't have taught them. But watching you maintain this attitude day after day through various challenges showed them this is a sustainable way to live. Type 333 to receive divine clarity about the spiritual gift you share with the world. Archangel Michael says this person's journey after learning your lesson has been remarkable. They faced a major work crisis shortly after the shift happened in them, before they would have panicked and quit. Instead, they approached it with your calm problem-solving attitude. They solved what seemed impossible. Their relationship with a family member had been broken for years. Using what they learned from watching you handle difficult people, they reached out with patience and understanding. That relationship is healing now because they changed their approach. They had moments of doubt, where old patterns tried to return. Fear would creep in. Stress would feel overwhelming. But in those moments, they would remember you, how you stayed steady when everything around you shook. That memory brought them back to center. The lesson became part of who they are now. Not something they have to remember to do, but something that flows naturally from them. Your attitude became their attitude through consistent practice. People around them started asking what changed. They notice a light in this person that wasn't there before, a strength that feels unshakable, a peace that doesn't depend on everything going right. New opportunities appeared in their life. Doors opened, because they now had the attitude needed to walk through them. Jobs, friendships, experiences they never thought possible became their reality. They now teach others what you taught them. Without realizing it, you created a teacher who is spreading your wisdom. One person learning from you has become many people learning from them. Your influence continues growing through this chain reaction of transformation. If you wish to honor the spiritual, teaching impact you have created, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Each offering acknowledges that you are a living example of divine wisdom in this world. Type $9.99 to strengthen your awareness of the divine teaching power you carry naturally. Archangel Michael reveals why you needed to know about this hidden impact. You have been questioning your journey lately, wondering if your struggles have meaning, doubting whether you're making any difference in this world. The divine wants you to understand that nothing in your life has been wasted. Every challenge you faced prepared you to teach others without words. Your pain created wisdom that others desperately needed to see. The spiritual importance of recognizing your impact is that it gives your struggles purpose. You didn't suffer for nothing. Your difficulties became medicine for someone else's healing. Your light touched this person's darkness at exactly the right moment. The divine timing of this revelation is not accident. You needed to know right now that your life matters more than you realize. The challenges you faced were spiritual training. They developed strength in you that others could learn from. Without those struggles, you wouldn't carry the authentic wisdom that changed this person's life. Your authenticity made the lesson real. Anyone can quote inspirational sayings, but you lived the truth in front of someone who needed to see it's actually possible. An energy exchange happened between your souls. When you demonstrate real strength during real struggle, that energy transfers to those watching. It gives them power they didn't have before. Helping one person creates waves through many lives. This person will influence others. Those others will influence more. Your one authentic attitude during your struggles is now rippling through the world in ways you cannot track or measure. You are a teacher. Accept this truth. Type Amen to acknowledge your divine role as a teacher of authentic living and strength. Archangel Michael reveals something even more beautiful. The person who learned from you has already taught 3 other people. Those 3 have each touched more lives. Your single attitude during your struggles has now influenced dozens of souls. One of those people was considering ending their life. The lesson that traveled from you saved them. They never knew your name. They never saw your face. But your wisdom reached them through the chain you started. Another person used what they learned to heal their family. Years of broken relationships came back together because they approached things differently. They applied the attitude they learned from someone who learned from you. A young person found courage to leave an abusive situation. The strength to do it came from wisdom that traced back to you. Your example 3 connections ago gave them permission to choose themselves. This is the multiplication effect of living truth. One authentic person influencing one other person creates endless ripples. You threw a stone in the water years ago without knowing it. The waves are still spreading. Communities shift when enough people carry this lesson. Workplaces become healthier. Families find peace. Friends support each other better. All because one person showed another person a different way to be. You may never know the full extent of your influence. Most teachers don't. The universe doesn't always show us every life we touch. But Archangel Michael sees the web of connection spreading from your authentic living. Spiritual teachers rarely stand on stages. The most powerful ones live truth quietly, while others watch and learn. You are that kind of teacher, the kind that changes the world one soul at a time without even trying. Type 111 now to fully accept your divine teaching role and open yourself to greater spiritual purpose. Archangel Michael confirms the truth of your teaching impact. You have touched lives simply by being yourself during difficult moments. This is your spiritual gift to the world. You are blessed for living authentically. The divine sees your struggles and transforms them into lessons others need. Your pain was not wasted. Your challenges had purpose beyond what you understood. Continue being exactly who you are. More people are watching and learning than you know. Your attitude is medicine for souls you will never meet. Archangel Michael walks with you. He guides you through each challenge, knowing that your response will teach someone watching. Your difficulties are developing wisdom the world needs. Your attitude is a divine gift. Share it by continuing to be authentic. Type Amen to seal this divine acknowledgement and accept the teacher you have always been.